Your colleague, Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, said this is the worst foreign policy blunder in decades. Do you agree with him?
Well, he's right in that this entire war is the worst foreign policy blunder of the last 20 years, and this deal is just evidence of that. I mean, this is an insane deal, and while there might be confusion over when it was signed or executed, there's not a lot of confusion about what the deal is.
Yep.
It's a multi-billion-dollar payoff to Iran in exchange for nothing. Right, Iran says, as you pointed out, they're not going to get a nuclear weapon. They already made that concession. They're reopening the strait. It was open before the war. They're agreeing to sit down to nuclear talks. They were willing to sit down to nuclear talks before the war began. So the agreement is basically just, we lift oil sanctions and Iran does nothing. That's it. That's a humiliation. Now, I'm somebody that wants this war to end, basically on any terms, but this is just proof positive that the war got America nothing. Iran won, Trump surrendered, and that's essentially what this deal represents.
Well, it's also, when you look at these numbers, I mean, it is pretty stunning. Obviously, I was pointing out how Trump had criticized Obama for unfreezing $50 billion of Iranian assets, but Trump's about to do that with $100 billion, plus this $300 billion fund. Not only did he say no money was going to change hands in any way, shape, or form, but it's $400 billion, which is actually more. It is bigger than the entire Iranian economy. I mean, to imagine your economy at plus $30 billion, that in and of itself is stunning.
It is. I mean, I just take all of that with a grain of salt. I mean, if you remember when he signed an agreement with Japan, he claimed that there was a deal for Japan to spend hundreds of billions of dollars in the United States. That was never true. I'm not sure that this $300 billion will ever completely come to fruition, in part because these nuclear negotiations are going to go nowhere, because Trump has given up all the leverage that he would need to get Iran to make concessions, chiefly the oil sanctions. The reason that Obama got a deal is because he had the oil sanctions to release as part of that agreement. By Trump giving up the oil sanctions, there's really no agreement that's going to come. Iran at the end of this will still have the nuclear program, their missiles, their drones. All that will have happened is a pretty big payout from the United States to Iran and a broad humiliation of our country.
So, you know, Trump says that the agreement doesn't need any enforcement terms because he can just resume bombing if things don't go well. So, you know, basically sign a deal, but your signature doesn't mean anything because if you don't like what the other side does, you can bomb them. Does that deterrent work?
Well, clearly bombing them got us nowhere. Bombing them is what closed the strait. Bombing them didn't eliminate their missile program. So, yes, I mean, we imagine a scenario in which Iran doesn't live up to the deal. And basically the only thing they are committing to do here is to reopen the strait. So they close the strait again 2 weeks from now. Trump starts bombing again. We're right back in the position we were. Bombing did not convince Iran to reopen the strait in the first place. So his enforcement logic really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and then maybe that's why even oil prices, when you look months and months out, even a year out, are way higher, the projection now, than it was before the war, because Iran now does de facto control the strait, right? That's a permanent surcharge on oil prices.
And also, Iran is only committing to reopen the strait for 60 days without tolling. What this agreement says is that Iran will not toll the strait for 60 days, and after that, Iran and Oman will come up with a plan, apparently, to put permanent tolls on the strait.
It's incredible to think about.